Hey guys, Dave the Watchman here coming at you with another watch video, and today I've got something a little bit different. I am doing an update on this watch, and I found out that there was a problem with it the other day when I went to put it on. But we'll get into that in just a second. Before I get started though, as always, I just wanted to shout out to all of my current subscribers and say thank you guys so much for all of your interaction with the channel, your liking, subscribing, and all of your comments that you post in the comment section really do help out, and I could not appreciate you guys more. At the end of this video, I will be posting a link to this watch. That will be an affiliate link, so it does not cost you anything more to use it. But if you do click on that affiliate link and purchase this watch, it does send a commission over to me, and that is very much appreciated. If you are new to this channel, I am Dave the Watchman. I review budget-friendly watches for the everyman because I don't believe that you should have to spend a fortune to look like you have a fortune. And if you do like that concept, I would definitely appreciate that thumbs up, liking, and subscribing, as it always does help out the channel, especially if you want to see more watches and watch review videos, because that's what I do here at Dave the Watchman on YouTube. And if men's fashion is what brought you over to my channel, I would definitely appreciate it if you headed on over to Dave the Shoe Man on YouTube, where I also review budget-friendly shoes for the everyman. So I hope everybody out there is having a great daylight savings, end of daylight savings day today, and I hope you guys didn't have to spend 3 hours changing all of the times on your watches like I did today. So without further ado, let's get in and check out this watch. This watch is actually an OLEVS watch that I purchased almost a full year ago. This was the watch that actually got me started into liking watches and starting this channel, and just generally liking the overall concept of budget-friendly watches that didn't break the bank. I purchased this watch on Amazon, and I really kind of fell in love with it. And I said, hey, you know, why are people spending so much money on watches just to have this look when they've got these very, very nice budget-friendly watches on the market? So I started the channel. But anyhow, let's get into this watch. What happened to this watch? I've had this watch for, like I said, almost a full year. I've worn it many, many times, and it has never failed me. I did go to wear it probably about a week ago, and when I went into my box to pull it out, I noticed that it was not running. The second hand is stuck on the number 2. So I can only assume that it's going to be a battery issue on this watch. So I'm going to actually pop this thing open and change out the battery and see what is actually going on in there. Hopefully it is only the battery, so I can get this taken care of and back on my wrist, since I really, really do love this watch. This is an OLEVS watch, and like I said, I will be posting a link to it in the description below. I will also be posting a link to my repair kit in the description below too, if you guys are interested in repairing your own watches and you don't want to pay somebody to do that. So without further ado, let's get into this watch and pop this thing off, pop this back off and get into it. Check the battery on it, and let's see here where it is. Where is the? Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay, so there's the back. When you do pop off the back, you want to make sure that you don't disturb that O-ring there, because that's what gives it the water resistance that it has. Let's get the tool that I need here. Pop this battery out. Now, if you are interested in changing your own watch batteries, you will need to have some sort of repair kit, so that you have some watch tools to work with, because otherwise it's just going to make it very, very difficult. You saw how easy it was for me to pop this back off, and that's because I had this tool, and it's a really great tool to get the backs off. You don't want to be stabbing yourself in the hand and end up in the emergency room because you tried to use a steak knife to remove the back of the battery case. Okay, so here we have the battery. I've just pulled it out. It looks like it is, what's that number on that? Okay, it looks like an LR920. LR920. Okay, so the LR920, so what you're going to do is get the new battery, and you're actually going to place it right in the battery cradle there, making sure that you push it up against that that tension spring right there on the side of it, and make sure it's in. And what I like to do is when I put it in, I want to actually check it in real time to see if it's actually operating, so you don't put it all back together and find out it's not. And there it goes, it is operating. So the next step is going to be to add the battery keeper, place that in, and the tab goes over the battery itself, and the crown stem goes through that middle hole there. So what we're going to do is actually just place it right over it, and then we just kind of press it in and kind of maneuver it down into position. And you want the buttons to actually hit those raised parts, so you need to kind of make sure that you're not pressing those button stems down. And then you want to make sure that that's sitting nice and flush in the battery case itself. And then, like I said before, you really want to pay a lot of attention to this O-ring, because if you put this back in and that O-ring is pinched in any way, or it's not seated correctly, or it just anything, if it's just not all the way on, or if it's actually missing and you go and put this on, you're going to lose all water resistance capability on the watch. Now, when you put this on, this little tab that we popped it's usually customary to keep that in the 2 o'clock position. So when you're putting it on, you want to make sure that noon is facing up, and you want that tab to be in the 2 o'clock position if you're looking at it from the back, but it'll actually be in the 10 o'clock position on the front. So as you're looking at it, you want it to be in the 2 o'clock position, if you understand what I'm saying. And then when you flip it over, that little tab should be underneath the 10 o'clock position. So once you get this on and seated properly and make sure that you're good to go, and like I said, you really want to make sure that you take care of that O-ring while you're putting this on before you start pressing the back case on. And so what we're going to do is make sure that's all in there, and then we press down really, really hard until it makes that pop sound on both sides. And then you want to go all the way around the edge, press it nice and firmly all the way around, and then that should be everything that you need to do to change the battery on this watch. So the review, the update on this watch, like I said, I got this watch almost 1 full year ago. It's about 11 months and a couple of days that I did receive this watch, and it has been an amazingly beautiful watch. I've gotten tons of compliments on this watch. This is a gold champagne Daytona style watch from the company OLEVS. Very, very beautiful watch. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, and I could not recommend it more. I really do love the OLEVS brand. It's a very, very budget-friendly watch. It has held up very, very nicely. It's got a really solid band, not a lot of play in it. Like I said, I've worn it many, many, many times. It does have the signature on the clasp. The safety deployment clasp is functioning just as good as it did when I first got it. Everything runs nice and smooth on it. Looks like my date is behind because the battery died, so let's get that date set and let's get the time set. Today is the 3rd of November, and the time, like I said, is about 2:44 now. So here we go. All right, and there we go. We've got the watch battery replaced. Once again, guys, really beautiful watch by OLEVS. I will post a link to it in the description below. I believe the price on this watch was somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 bucks. So definitely head on over to Amazon and check it out if you want to pick one of these guys up and wear it for yourself. Very nice dive style Daytona looking watch, champagne dial, nice tight bezel on it, hardly any back play at all. Really, really nice watch with the oyster clasp style band bracelet, all in gold tone. Very, very nice champagne dial. This is a quartz watch, obviously, and it does have a hardened mineral crystal for the extra scratch resistance. And as you can see, I've had this thing for almost a year now, and the crystal is still beautiful on it. Very, very nice watch. Couldn't recommend it more. If you do like this watch, click on the affiliate link. Once again, I'm Dave the Watchman. I review budget-friendly watches for the everyman because I don't believe that you should have to spend a fortune to look like you have a fortune. And if you do like that concept, I would definitely appreciate that thumbs up, liking, and subscribing, especially if you want to see more watches and watch review videos, because that's what I do here at Dave the Watchman on YouTube. And if men's fashion is what brought you over to my channel, I would definitely appreciate it. You head on over to Dave the Shoe Man on YouTube, where I also review budget-friendly shoes for the everyman. So once again, I hope you guys all have a great day. And like I said before, it is the end of daylight savings today. So if you got watches that you need to change the time on, you might as well start now, because they're not gonna change the time themselves, unfortunately. So if you've got a collection as big as mine, then you've got a heck of a job in front of you. So anyway, I hope you guys are all having a great weekend, and I will see you guys all in the next watch review video. I am Dave the Watchman, and I am out of here. Thank you all so much, and have a great day.